Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss how to integrate TypeScript with a React application and what are the advantages of using TypeScript with React.js and how to create a TypeScript application with React.js and all. So coming to the first advantage, it is the superset of JavaScript. So as JavaScript is a dynamically typed language, we all know that it does not include any data types, which means we will not get any compile time errors like we will always get some JavaScript errors in the form of cannot read some property x of undefined like that. So here comes the TypeScript which will solve this issue. It adds the type checking to your JavaScript code. So the main goal of this TypeScript is to provide the static type checking to your JavaScript code or the props what we are sending from parent component to the child component, and it will give some extra features that the current JavaScript code does not provide. So the coming to the next thing is the interfaces. This is the most important thing why we are using TypeScript in our React application. We will discuss it at the last. And coming to the third point, it is required for the mid-level or some larger applications because we have to write some extra code in this TypeScript when compared to the React application with JavaScript files. And the next thing is IntelliSense support. It will give the best IntelliSense support. And coming to the last thing, it is interfaces. So let us see why. So this is the application what I have created with TypeScript. If you see here, app.js is the parent component and this login.js is the child component in this application. So in the login.js, I have used these interfaces with the properties as name and password, and I have given the types as string and the string. So whenever I want to use this login component anywhere in our application, then I have to send these properties. So if I don't send these properties, then it will show these issues. So what we have seen here is a type something is missing in the following properties from iLogin interface. Name and password are missing here. So we will know it better that these properties are missing. So whenever some new developer is using this login component, he will know that exactly that I have to send these properties in order to use this component. So if I send this name and password, that particular issue will be resolved here. You can see here. So you can get the exact syntax what it is expecting and all that. And if I send this as some integer or number, then it will not accept that because it will expect that type number is not assignable to a type string because we have given it as string here. So in this way it will check this type very strictly, and if I make it as a question mark, means it is optional. So even though if I don't send this name here, it will not complain anything. So in this way we can check the type in our React application by using these interfaces. So by using these interfaces we have a lot of benefits. We will see all those benefits in our future e-commerce application. So now we are going to see how to create this React application with TypeScript. So for this I have created a folder called as React, and in this folder I am going to command prompt. In the command prompt I am going to execute npx create React app. So this is the same for all React application, but if I want to use TypeScript, then I have to use some other syntax here, and React test1 hyphen template TypeScript. So once this is done, it will create the TypeScript application or React application with the TypeScript. So let us wait until it gets created successfully. So in our future e-commerce application, what we are going to create, we are going to use TypeScript in that React application, because we have a lot of benefits with this TypeScript, like static type checking, everything. We will not get the issues at the runtime here. I have created a lot of videos on React tutorials and React integration videos for social login, Facebook login, etc. So you will find something interesting in them. So if you are new to this channel, you can go back to my channel and watch them all. So it is going to create a React application. So if you don't want to use npm, then you can use yarn as well. For that you have to use, or for that you have to install yarn in your application. And if you are a person who know Angular with TypeScript, then you will find something easy when working with this React with TypeScript application. Okay, let us wait until it gets installed successfully. So if you see here, our project got successfully created, and in this we have app.js, and in this app.js we are going to remove entire header part. Now I am going to create a component here. In this components I am going to create a login file. So instead of JS, you have to use TSX for TypeScript. So if you use TypeScript, then it will complain that React.js something. So you have to do some configurations here. So we will see what we have to do now. So first we have to remove JSX in this, and after that you have to write some files colon array comma like this, and include these files in this quotation marks and src slash index.js. So you have to include your file or index.tsx file here, this index.tsx file in this tsconfig.json. So once you done this, you will not get any issue here. And in this login.js I am going to create a login component, and I am going to export this login component here. Now I am going to return this. So it will complain that some React refers to UMD global. For that you have to import React from React, and in this after this you have to save, and once you save that you will not get any issue after that. And coming to this app.tsx, you have to import this app login in app.tsx. like this. So it will auto import this for you. Once you are done, it will execute that. So in this way you will or you can create React application with TypeScript, and in our next videos we will create an e-commerce application with TypeScript with React. So this is the end of this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on React, Angular and Node.js. Thank you.